My name is David Jogona Muita. Said the other way around because Jogona is actually my dad, but when I registered myself, I registered as David Jogona Muita, so I use that as my official name. I was born in Githunguri, Keawairera. I am told I was born sometimes in 1951, but official records indicate that I was born in 1952. I don't know the actual date of my birth, which may sound interesting to the generations of today. But then my mother was one of those typical Kikuyu ladies who didn't go to school, so her records were not very good. But yes, as a young boy, I grew up. I knew my father only for about 3 years. I didn't know him very well because he passed away soon after that when I was barely 4 years old. So it's my mom who looked after me. I'm the 10th in a family of, it's a huge family, because my dad had 3 wives, and I'm the 10th of the 3rd wife. And I normally pride myself in saying that I'm the last born in that whole family. I also pride myself in the sense that it's my brothers who took me to school because they wanted some difference, and in the process, they ensured I went up to university. You can imagine the responsibility I have, being the last born and the only one who made it up to university at that time, at the expense of my brothers. I'm thankful to them for ensuring that I went to school. Times were difficult for us, but we made it. I remember times when, even during Christmas, we couldn't afford anything better than ugari without sukuma wiki. And when I talk about ugari without sukuma wiki, I'm saying where you cook ugari and you put salt in it so that it can go down the throat. And it is me now here talking about running and owning a company. So miracles do happen in life, and I believe I'm one of those miracles where I stand today. I went to school from 1962 at PCA Mukua Primary School, where I studied until after 8 years of primary, I went to St. Joseph's High School, also in Githunguri, for my O-levels. I left St. Joseph's in 1970 to go to Giri's High School, where I did my A-levels. And I had the privilege of even becoming the school captain at Giri's High School in my year. And then I joined Nairobi University early 1974, graduating with a Bachelor of Education degree in 1977. I'm a proud teacher by profession. I left teaching in 1984 to join publishing, where I am until today. I, like any child those days, admired our leaders, particularly the late Late Jomo Kenyatta. I loved the speeches he used to make. I imitated him a lot, sometimes trying to speak like him. And later on in years, I fell in love with the likes of the Honorable Mwai Kibaki and the late Wanyoike for their ability to speak without making reference to written notes. They were good debaters, and I really loved that. So I would sit in and want to watch Mwai Kibaki speaking, because he made a lot of sense without referring to notes. And I practiced that in my classes, that I would want to go to class prepared so that I don't have to refer to my notes when I'm teaching. And they became my role models in life. Honest people, hard workers, and to me, I've never looked back. When I joined publishing, I joined a company called Macmillan Publishers, a company that was owned by Britain. I worked for the company for 27 years. In 2010, we had some issues with the company, and we started discussing the possibility of them selling the Kenyan outfit to me, which they agreed, and we agreed that after we buy them out, we will not continue using the name Macmillan. We must have a new name for the company. So we had to look for a name that was not too mouthful, but which was truly African. So with my staff, we sat down and looked at a few names that we would want, but we settled on the name Moran. We gave ourselves the name Moran Publishers, to depict our Africanness and our tenacity and our ability to hold on our own without being propped by outsiders. And we've done well so far.